Marvel's Avengers is the best, most forgettable game I think I've ever played. During the moment-to-moment gameplay, it was great, and I had a wonderful time. But when thinking about the whole package, I can't really say it was a memorable game. This makes it hard to recommend, but also a game that I know a busy gamer could enjoy. Either way, let's dive in and see the good and bad in our Busy Gamer review of Marvel's Avengers. Welcome back to No Time Gamer, the channel helping your gaming sessions be time well spent. Please hang around until the end of the video for a special announcement about our new branding so you don't miss any future content. Marvel's Avengers picks up following a young Kamala Khan attending the Avengers Day event in San Francisco. This opening event is a painful slog of a tutorial. Most of it could have been written in a cutscene and finished in about 3 minutes. But alas, you're forced to guide Kamala through. Don't worry, it ends with everything going to hell after an attack on the Golden Gate Bridge. Finally, you get to play as the titular Avengers, hopping between each hero as they help stop the attacks. But this section is a further tutorial where you fight through nameless red shirts as overpowered superheroes. This is a better and more exciting beginning, but it's clear there's still a lot of hand-holding. After stopping Taskmaster, the Chimera helicarrier blows up, kills a ton of people, mutates a whole bunch more, and the remaining Avengers go into hiding after taking the blame for the disaster. The story picks up years later, and you follow Kamala as she attempts to reassemble the Avengers to stop AIM and their evil experiments. This opening was a long, drawn-out tutorial, and even as the game progresses, there is so much to teach the player that it continues to add tutorial-like elements through most of the campaign. This is partly because of the different mission elements and types, but also because the last members of the Avengers team is introduced in the third mission from the end of the campaign. So even that far into the game, they have to teach you new skills and features. Which is odd since they forced you through a brutal opening tutorial. It's really dumb and repetitive design. The story itself is fine. It's well written and mostly well performed. There are some cool set piece battles and a few interesting narrative twists. But the story feels small and more of a jumping off point for the larger MMO aspects of the game. I do have an issue with the small number of recognizable villains. We want epic battles against well-known villains, and this game fails to deliver in this area. The only recognizable villains are Taskmaster, Abomination, and MODOK. And these boss fights are underwhelming, delivering more spectacle than challenge. Overall, you won't be upset by the story, but you'll be left wanting. The best part of the game was the combat. Every Avenger is unique and has enough variety to make each enjoyable to play. Characters are easy to control, have a ton of upgradable skills, and have 3 special moves that are satisfying to perform and a visual treat to see. But there are 2 huge drawbacks. First, you don't get half of the team until the last third of the story, and second, you can't switch between them during missions. This feels like a huge omission, and there's no reason for the inability to hot swap your heroes. But it's the focus on being an MMO that hurts Avengers the most. There are multiplayer mission structures thrown into the campaign, and those missions feel more like chores instead of amazing story set pieces. And as the story progresses, more and more MMO elements are added to the campaign. Faction tasks, purchasable upgrades, and a cosmetics marketplace open and are completely unneeded to finish the story. Obviously, these elements are major pieces in an MMO, but makes the campaign feel like an extended tutorial serving as a jumping off point for the end game content. Sadly, the additional non-story missions don't have the depth and uniqueness of the campaign missions. So it's just busy work for the grind. The glorious, glorious grind. On the bright side, if you really enjoy playing as these versions of the characters and don't mind the repetitive mission structures, you'll have a plethora of uninspired content. Normally, we don't comment much into technical glitches, but this game had a few to note. I got some seriously bad frame rate issues in the later missions. They were awful and almost ruined a couple battles. A patch has been released which should help some of these issues, but there is still much work to be done by the developers. Marvel's Avengers is a game that you can have fun with if you don't expect too much. The combat is great, and this iteration of Earth's Mightiest Heroes is well done, but the choice to make this an MMO hampers what could have been an amazing Avengers experience. If you have to get this game, I'd wait until the price drops and the issues have been patched. I did enjoy my time with it, but I'm not sure how much I'll return to experience the extended MMO elements. So for busy gamers, Marvel's Avengers is time somewhat well spent. Let us know in the comments if you are still going to play Avengers, even with the MMO hangups. If you really want a fun over-the-top Avengers game, check out our review of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 The Black Order. It was our first review on this channel, and we'll have the link at the end of the video. And speaking of our first review, to celebrate our first year on YouTube, we are updating our channel branding starting next week, October 13th. We'll still be called No Time Gamer, and we'll still be providing reviews and content for busy gamers. But we wanted to spend our skill points to upgrade our logo and branding. So our logo will go from this to this. And when looking for our latest videos, look for our new logo in the bottom left corner of the thumbnails. Also, we are excited to introduce our new channel music that will be part of our intros and outros. The music was written by a new and amazing punk rock band called Someday Saturday. Check out their link in the description and enjoy their new EP called Harbor Shift. It's awesome. We're excited to continue to learn and grow in our YouTube journey, and thank you to everyone who has watched our videos, and especially to those who have subscribed to our channel. Don't forget to check our review of Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3 The Black Order.